this is going to be the first video installment of a multi-video series on how to blow a cut down. So you got two different main styles of calls. You're going to have a J-frame, you're going to have a cut down. J-frame, you can hold a lot of back pressure, real squeaky, real whiny, a little bit higher on that tone. And the cut down, it's the bread and butter in my opinion. Real raspy lows. You can still get up high, but you're not going to get that high squeal. You can still get hold in these calls, but it just takes a little bit more work to be able to achieve that. So there's a bunch of different cut downs out there. The best thing that I could say is pick up a cheap polycarbonate if you want to practice around and just see if you really would like to start on a cut down. In my opinion, they're king in the timber if you know how to run them. But you can get with Echo. They sell them for, you know, 40, 50 bucks a polycarbonate. And that was one of the first ones that I started on, and it made me fall in love. So what I'm going to be running today is Mr. Sean Lynn's Migration Denied Horny Hen with the HO, the high output cut. He also offers an LA cut. It's really, really loud, really, really raspy. My favorite is his high output. I have him run that tone channel just a little bit more open than what he normally does, just to kind of give it a little bit more loose feeling. So today's video is going to start us off with just the basic quack. So whenever you're blowing a J-frame, you've heard a lot of people say 10, 10, 10 is what you want to go off of. On a cut down, it's more of a hut. So the best way I can explain it is if you take your hand, put it in front of your mouth. If you say 10, 10, you can feel that air hitting your hand, but it's not a lot of air. In my opinion, I would call it cold air. You're more or less pulling that air out of your chest. Now for a cut down, we want to say hut. So hold that hand back out. You're going to say hut, hut. It's coming down from down deep in that lower diaphragm. You can feel that air get a lot hotter. That's where you need to start off with this. So turn that call around and just say hut a couple times. Notice how I'm not grunting. Grunting in everybody's mind seems to make them think that it sounds more ducky, but I guarantee you if you was to set up a camera, walk off into the other section of woods, that hole right beside the one that you're in, and start grunting into a call while you're calling, it doesn't sound good, whether it's a J-frame or a cut down. So best thing to do, just say hut, hut, hut. Hot, clean air from your diaphragm. It needs to come from here. You're gonna feel it. Don't overdo it. Just basic hut, hut. And I'm taking my tongue, I'm stopping it right, not right behind my teeth, but just right there at the tip. So I'm gonna step back and give y'all a couple quacks. Now with that quack, you can do a couple different things with it. Take your hand right here. You don't want to close it off like this. You just want to kind of put your hand around it just a little bit. And whenever you hit that hut, you can kind of flare your fingers a couple times, or you can roll it from the backside out. I tend to do this more often than others, but whenever you're in the timber like that, if you're facing down towards that water, it's going to spread that sound out a lot more. If you're going towards the trees, it's only really going to go in that one direction right there. So it doesn't matter if you're going towards the ground, going towards the trees, pointing up in the sky a little bit. You can have different pressures, different sounds just by this or by this. This is going to be wide open. This right here, that sound's going to be cupped up inside this little hole right here. So it's going to have a little bit more hold. You can tend to get a little bit of whine off of it. So just the same basic thing, hut, hut, hut. We're going to do some of these, then some of these. whenever you tend to open up with these two fingers right here, you're gonna get a little bit of a deeper sound, deeper quack. Whenever you do this, it's gonna be a little bit more higher pitch. So you can get those higher pitches and lower pitches, get that range with cut downs. You just gotta kind of know exactly how much air you're pushing into it. So, you know, more air, louder it's gonna be. You can pressurize that air just a little bit, play around with your fingers a little bit, and tend to kind of bounce it around. So that right there is gonna be the end of this installment on how to blow a cut down. Catch y'all on the next one.